Unfiltered thoughts, honest takes, no shock value, just truth. This is the OffTop Podcast, and today we're diving into unpopular opinions that make sense if you're really listening. Opinion number one: the hustle lie. Being busy 24/7 isn't a flex if you don't got time to breathe. That's not hustle. You know what I call that? I call that burnout in disguise. Let me elaborate. So check it out. We out here glorifying grind culture like rest is for the weak. An honest opinion and honest truth. You can grind 24/7, but you also need your rest. You know what I'm saying? So grinding 24/7 with no break, no resting moments, none of that is pointless because you're going to get burnt out. But let me ask you something. What's the point of the grind culture if you're miserable the whole way there? You know what I'm saying? Real success isn't about how hard you go. It's about how smart you recover. Let me repeat what I just said. Real success isn't about how hard you go. It's about how smart you can recover. Let me elaborate that before we move on. Before we get to my next opinion, picture it like this. I'm going to break it down in the most simplest words I can break it down into. Right? If you grinding all the way 24/7, 7 days a week, night to day to night, barely getting sleep, how are you actually going to keep on moving forward? You can get grind done. You can get a lot of work done doing it constantly 24/7, day in and day out, right? But check this out. You do it. Let's picture it like this. Let's say you grind for a whole week straight, 2 weeks straight, and this Sunday your body just feels like you just over with. It's over with. It's over with. You need sleep, and you sleep that whole day, and then the next day you still kind of sleepy from the next day. Now you still kind of slouchy from that day, and it's gonna move on from that day to that day. Then it's like your body ain't really got enough time to recover, bro. Sometimes you need a break. Sometimes you need to recollect. Sometimes grinding 24/7, day in and day out, isn't the best option to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all human. We still got to figure out some type of goddamn solution. Feel me? Opinion number two. Not every passion need to be a business. And when I say that, this is what I mean. We're turning hobbies into side hustles and peace into products. You get what I'm saying? So basically what I'm saying, everything you love don't need to have a price tag on it. Don't need to have a number on it. You know what I'm saying? So everything you do don't need to have a number on it. For example, if painting, gaming, journaling make you happy, do that. But this is what I'm going to say. Protect that joy on what makes you happy and don't monetize every part of yourself. Yeah, you need to make money from yourself. Yourself needs to be a business. You need to be a product, but you don't need to monetize every single part of yourself. Not every single part of your life needs to be monetized. Because think about it like this. What if you start doing something, right? And you love it so much, but you want to make money from doing it. Let's put it like this in another word. You got to put in all this work before you even get paid for it. So let's not even focus on the money. Let's do what we love for free until it becomes a part of our nature to make money off of what we love. You get what I'm saying? Opinion number three. Privacy is a power move. If you didn't post it, it still happened. Privacy is underrated, bro. Like, everybody posting everything, and if you didn't post it, you wasn't there. You don't have any video proof. You don't got any picture proof. The world not gonna believe you. So, bro, everything don't need to be online. Everything you do don't need to be surfaced or on the internet so people can search up how long my foot is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it don't really make sense. But a lot of people do it because it make them happy though. So if it make you happy, I suggest you keep doing it. Let me put y'all on game. Where we in a world where everything is online. The real power move is keeping your wins to yourself. So if you win in the dark, keep it in the dark and let the win surface by itself. You don't post your win. You know what I'm saying? My suggestion, if you do, or if you are one of the people that like to post everything you do, I would recommend you post after the fact. Post it a week later. Post it 5-6 hours later. If you can't, you feel me? Like, it's still privacy. You still need your privacy. Don't post that you at the beach today, right now. You at the beach right now today. You don't need to be posting you at the beach right now today. Give yourself a little bit of privacy so these people won't know what you're doing and where you at, what time you at, when you going, when you leaving, and all of that. You know what I'm saying? You don't need no applause to validate your success. Sometimes the silence is the proof that you locked in. Silence is the proof that you winning. Like, literally. You don't need applause for anything. Long as you know you got it, long as you know you won, at the end of the day, none of this stuff really matter. Because you want to know why? All honesty to God, we all living in the same life, different spirits, and same flesh, different spirits. Hey, you do not need validation from these people. You don't need validation from these people to feel like you're successful. You don't need validation from these people to be successful. You don't need validation or applause from anybody to get to the next step of your life. You really only need one person, and that's you and God. In spirit, physically, emotionally, just stay intact with you, yourself, and God. And everything else will really just fall in place for you. Opinion number 4. Motivation is overrated. Let me explain. Motivation is cool, but self-discipline is the one that builds your life. You know what I'm saying? Listen, motivation is a mood. I don't think a lot of people know that. Motivation is actually a mood. You can feel motivated today and you won't feel motivated tomorrow doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So think about it like that. And discipline is a system. Motivation is a mood and discipline is a system. So you got to get the two out of the same bucket because they are totally two different subjects. Motivation is a mood. Self-discipline is a system. You have to separate the two in order to even be successful within yourself for yourself. What really matters is the discipline that you give or put onto yourself. If you can discipline yourself to do this even when you're not motivated, you're really in the top 1% of the world. If you can just discipline yourself to do something, even when you're not motivated. Let me tell you why I say that. You can't build something lasting off hype. You can build something lasting off habits, though. You know what I'm saying? If you do this every single day, like it's a habit, what do you expect to come from it? But if you're doing it and living up to the wave or living up to the hype, eventually, what happens to all hypes for real? They all start to plummet down. And a new wave come and it starts to plummet down. But if you can create your own self-discipline to create your own motive, create your own wave, you will literally be riding a wave of your own for the rest of your life. If you can just create self-discipline for yourself, within yourself, for what you want to do, even when you don't got motivation. Now, I want to hear from you. What's an unpopular opinion that you believe in that makes sense? Drop in the comments, DM me, whatever you got to do so I can read it. On the next episode, I'm going to read a few weird ones, smart ones, and a lot of slept on ones. No names, just the real. This podcast, not about yelling into a mic or chasing clout. It's about saying what's real, even when it's not popular. So if that's your energy, hit the follow, leave a like, whatever you want. Next week, we talking about confidence and why most people fake it way better than they live it. This is the OffTop Podcast. Appreciate you for tapping in. Catch you next episode.